Life is full of wonders, and we're here to bring you rare moments you've never imagined. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and let's dive into these magical moments together.
Outer Limits SV-52. Outer Limits has become known for producing some of the fastest ships on the water, and they do not disappoint with their SV-52 model. The Outer Limits SV-52 is capable of cruising comfortably at an amazing 112 miles per hour, and that's when it's at maximum weight capacity. The 15.4 meter long powerboat has a beam of 2.7 meters and a draft of 0.6 meters. The SV-52 is a half canopy boat that has a V-bottom design and a full carbon hull. The SV-52 can sleep 2 people in the single guest cabin on board. The vessel is powered by a total of 4 diesel-powered engines that are 560 horsepower each, with a 500-gallon fuel tank on board that gives the SV-52 a range of between 500 and 700 nautical miles, depending on the speed of travel. The design of the Outer Limits powerboat cuts through even the roughest of waters with ease, with the founder of Outer Limits, Mike Fiore, claiming that it motors along effortlessly. It's like sitting in your living room, when asked about the ship's performance in rough seas. South Bay 925 CR. Not only is the South Bay 925 CR one of the fastest speedboats in the world, but it is also the world's fastest pontoon boat. The 925 CR has a length of 8.2 meters long with a beam of 2.4 meters and is capable of reaching a top speed of 114 miles per hour, or 99 knots. When South Bay managed to reach that speed for the first time with the 925 CR, it actually broke the world record at the time. The pontoon boat comes equipped with multiple Bluetooth speakers along with LEDs located all over the boat. While the underwater LED lights are an optional addition, the 924 CR comes outfitted with LEDs all over the interior of the boat, which set up the perfect ambiance for anyone lucky enough to be on board. South Bay's 925 CR comes with a superior Garmin GPS navigation system, and you can find them currently listed for between $30,000 and $40,000 depending on the model year. Fountain 47 Lightning. Cutting through the water at speeds of 115 miles per hour or 99 knots, the Fountain 47 Lightning is the perfect speedboat for anyone looking for a thrill ride out on the open waters. The 47-foot-long speedster was marketed as the ultimate poker run yacht and is equipped with 2 Mercury 1075 racing engines, making it easily one of the fastest vessels in its class. The Fountain 47 Lightning can seat anywhere from 4 to 6 people and comes with a customized cabin for 1 to 2 people to sleep in. The ship comes outfitted with LEDs all over the ship, including LED buttons on the navigational dashboard. Fountain boasts that the 47 Lightning is a speedboat that can go anywhere thanks to its 340-gallon fuel tank, and you will never get lost with the state-of-the-art Garmin GPS system. Optional equipment for the Fountain 47 Lightning depending on the model you purchase, which includes external mufflers, a microwave, and your choice of stereo upgrade. The base price for a Fountain 47 Lightning starts at around $1 million according to Boating Magazine, and that price can go up depending on the customization options you decide to purchase. Cigarette Racing Team 50 AMG GTS. The Cigarette Racing Team 50 AMG GTS is the fastest electric vehicle on the water to this day, topping in at 135 miles per hour. The 50-foot-long electric speedboat has a beam of 8 feet and is powered by lithium-ion batteries consisting of 3,456 lithium-ion cells that run the 2,200 horsepower AMG electric engine. With a charging rate of around 44 kilowatts, the 50 AMG GTS comes with 2 chargers, allowing the ship to fully charge its battery in roughly 7 hours. The cockpit of the speedboat includes dash-controlled battery switches, Mercury Racing digital throttles, and shifters along with an LED digital trim tab. There is a single cabin on board that comes with lavish hand-stitched seating and a custom-designed forward-facing bed and is illuminated by 11 dynamic LED lights. The cigarette racing team's 50 AMG GTS has a fuel tank that's capable of holding up to 332 gallons of fuel. Nortec 5200 Roadster. Nordtech has seemingly managed the impossible with their 5200 Roadster model speedboat. Not only is the Nortec 5200 Roadster one of the fastest speedboats in the world with a maximum speed of up to 150 miles per hour depending on the engine that you have installed, but it's also one of the most passenger-friendly. The Roadster comes with the ability to fully customize the seating arrangements on board the cruiser, with space for up to 10 passengers. An interior cabin can be found below the deck where guests can relax in the various seats or the double berth. There is a 400-gallon fuel tank on the 5200 Roadster that feeds fuel to the 5400 horsepower engines, allowing the speedster to make long trips in no time at all. The cockpit includes a fully equipped stereo and speaker system to make time out on the water feel like the vacation that it should be. As we mentioned, Nortec designed the Roadster to be very customizable, which means that if you have the money for one, you will likely be able to find one that's set up perfectly for you and your intended use. Due to the customizability of the 5200, customers can expect to be spending anywhere upwards of $1 million for one of their own. Skater 46 Pleasure. The Skater 46 Pleasure is one of a kind. With a full canopy, those on board are able to relax even when pushing the high speeds that the 46 Pleasure is able to reach. Thanks to its twin Teague 1500 horsepower engines, which make a combined horsepower of 3,000, this speedboat by Skater is capable of reaching an incredible top speed of 175 miles per hour. Skater claims that their vessel is considered both a speedboat and a powerboat. Pleasure is 46 feet in length and has a beam of 12 feet. Those on board can sit back and enjoy full air conditioning along with a customizable sound system while inside the full canopy. The spacious design of the Skater 46 Pleasure has room for up to 5 people to enjoy the ride as that boat cuts through the water. Mystic Powerboats C5000 Turbine. Mystic Powerboats claim to make vessels that, according to them, are unlike anything on the water, and they couldn't be more right. While the Florida-based company offers their C-model speedboat in other models, after hearing about the C5000 Turbine, you'll realize why it's the only proper choice. With a maximum speed of up to 250 miles per hour, the Mystic Powerboat's C5000 Turbine is capable of cruising comfortably at 150 miles per hour. This is all thanks to the twin diesel-powered engines that each put out 1,850 horsepower for a combined total of 3,700 horsepower. There is a 600-gallon fuel tank on board, allowing the C5000 Turbine to make long journeys or short ones depending on guest preference. There is room for 6 people on board the nearly 50-foot-long speedboat inside of the air-conditioned full canopy. Though the C5000 Turbine was produced more than 10 years ago, in 2011, it looks like something that you would see in the future with its sleek exterior design and its wing-style doors that lead into the cockpit. Mystic Powerboats even provided owners with a road and launching trailer to allow for easy transfers into and out of the water. Problem Child. Nitro drag boats are amazing to watch. They go so fast that they almost appear to skip and glide across the water. The Problem Child is no different, except that it is capable of reaching speeds that most vessels could only dream of. With an 8,000 horsepower nitro drag engine, the Problem Child is the fastest nitro drag boat in the world, with the capability of reaching 262 miles per hour in just 3.5 seconds. Picking up speed that quickly on the water is insane when you consider all the variables from the wind to the ripples caused by the wind and other obstructions, which is why only the most professional of racers typically operate nitro drag boats. The Problem Child is owned by Eddie Knox, the multiple-time Lucas Oil Drag Boat Series Top Fuel World Champion. Eddie began his career in drag boat racing back in 1989, and when he teamed up with Larry Bless to create the Problem Child, they struck gold. Problem Child currently holds the top 15 quickest times for elapsing 1,000 feet in history, and I don't think that's going to be changing anytime soon. Bluebird K7. The Bluebird K7 is a turbine-powered hydroplane that was developed nearly 70 years ago in 1955. From the years 1955 and 1967, the K7 managed to set 7 different world records based on water speed. Being the first jet-powered hydroplane, the Bluebird K7 set a strong precedence for every single hydroplane to be developed since, and none have been able to quite match the K7. Donald Campbell, the driver of the Bluebird K7, managed to bring the fastest water speed record from 178 to 276 miles per hour. However, in his attempt to break the record for an 8th time by reaching 300 miles per hour, the K7 had an accident that proved fatal for Campbell. The accident occurred on January 4th, 1967, and at the time of his death, Donald was the only person to be the current holder for both a land and a water speed record. The restoration was completed on the Bluebird K7 in 2018, and though they have managed to get it up to speeds of 150 miles per hour, there are currently no attempts being made to try to beat the current world record. Spirit of Australia. Truly a sight to see and the fastest speedboat in the world, the Spirit of Australia is a wooden vessel that was built in a backyard located in Sydney, Australia. Ken Warby built the Spirit almost entirely out of wood and managed to shatter the world water speed record in October of 1978. On the 8th of October, 1978, Warby brought his wooden speedboat to the Tumut River and absolutely shattered the previous speed record by hitting a record speed of 345 miles per hour. However, the established world record is based on an average of 2 runs on the same stretch of water, and Warby still beat the record with an average speed of 317.6 miles per hour. This was made possible by the Westinghouse J-34 jet engine that was created for jet fighters in the 1940s by the Westinghouse Electric Company. The Spirit of Australia has since been retired and is permanently on display at the Australian National Maritime Museum, located in Darling Harbour.
Chaser 980. First up, let's take a look at the Chaser 980, a boat that has been labeled by its creators as unsinkable. The Chaser 980 was created by Aksum Marine Industries in the United Arab Emirates and was built to be 34.7 feet long. For its propulsion system, the Chaser 980 comes equipped with 2 engines that allow the maneuverable vessel to travel at speeds up to 55 knots. One of the main focal points in the design was the hull, which was made out of a material known as high-density polyethylene to provide a multitude of advantages on the water, such as impact resistance. The hull was also specially designed with an applied sink prevention filter to help keep the vessel from going under should she actually get damaged. On top of that, the Chaser also comes with B6 level armor, providing it with the utmost protection. The Chaser 980 comes with windows that are outfitted with bulletproof glass and was designed to be a versatile boat that can be leveraged for multi-purpose missions. And to ensure that it's ready for anything, the Chaser is fully customizable with various armaments and defense systems so that the vessel can always be ready for the task at hand. CB90. Next up, we have an armored boat known as the CB90. The CB90 is a class of military assault vessels that are currently being used by various countries around the world, though they were originally developed for the Swedish Navy in 1991. The fast assault crafts were designed by Dockstafferet, and they built the CB90 to be 52 feet long and have a beam of 12.5 feet. And thanks to the dual 625 horsepower Scania DSI-14 V8 diesel engines paired with 2 Kamiwa water jets, this class of combat boats can travel at a maximum speed of 40 knots. Interestingly enough, the full name of the boat is Combat Boat 90 Half, with the half referring to the fact that it can deploy up to 18 fully equipped soldiers, which are equal to exactly half of a platoon. Now, as far as the armaments are concerned, the CB90 comes equipped with 3 Browning M2 HB machine guns, a Saab trackfire remote weapon station, and even an Mk-19 grenade launcher. That being said, there is actually an unarmed version of the CB-90 that is operated by the Swedish police. In that case, the boat is actually outfitted with bunks, a crew lounge, and a pantry for the crew members to have a little bit of comfort. Samalu Fast Interceptor. For this next armored boat, we have the Samalu Fast Interceptor. Simply referred to as the Fast Interceptor, this high-speed maneuverable vessel was designed for various missions, including escorting a friendly ship or even rapid response missions. After all, as the name implies, this boat is fast. Thanks to its 3 engines, this interceptor can reach a top speed of 42 knots, and with a 1,300-liter tank, it can cruise at 30 knots for up to 13 hours. The overall length of the Fast Interceptor measures 35.27 feet, with a beam of 8.49 feet, and in total, there's room for 10 people on board, with 2 of them being crew members. The Samalu Fast Interceptor was designed with combat safety in mind, and therefore was constructed with various ballistic protection. On top of that, it was designed to be outfitted with a variety of weapon systems, including a gyro-stabilized bow-mounted minigun system. Watercat M12. Next up, we have the Watercat M12, which is an armored troop carrier that was designed mainly for transportation and landing missions. It was designed and manufactured in Finland for the Finnish Navy. The Watercat M12 measures a length of 46.75 feet and has a beam that measures 11.9 feet. The Watercat M12 is propelled by a water jet system that allows for maneuverability and gives the troop carrier a top speed that is greater than 35 knots and a cruising speed of 30 knots. Overall, the M12 is a versatile boat that's equally resilient. The Watercat M12 was designed to operate in any weather condition, no matter how rough, and has 20 seats on board for troops to be ready to load and unload quickly. What makes the Watercat perfect for troop transport is the fact that it can easily operate in shallow waters, making it very effective for landing operations. Olymp M46 Sea Beast. Now let's take a look at the Olymp M46 Sea Beast. This high-speed interceptor was built in Croatia by the Olymp Company, which designed the Sea Beast to maintain a high level of security and safety, while also delivering maximum performance. It comes outfitted with a series of advanced navigation systems and has a range of 400 miles. And thanks to the use of its 4 engines, providing the Sea Beast with a total of 1,600 horsepower, which allows the boat to travel at speeds that are greater than 50 knots. As far as accommodations are concerned, a total of 20 passengers and crew members can fit on board this 46-foot-long armored boat. The M46 Sea Beast is the perfect multi-purpose interceptor with its ability to protect ports and ships from any oncoming threats, and it was originally intended to be a vessel mainly for police or military forces. BK-16. Next up, we have the BK-16 high-speed landing craft. This multi-purpose vessel is an amphibious landing craft that was created by Kalashnikov Concern, a firearms manufacturer in Russia. The BK-16 has room for 2 crew members as well as 19 armed passengers, and was intended to be used in various missions. These include personal transport, coastal landing operation, counter-piracy, fire support, and more. When measured, the BK-16 is 53.97 feet long and has a beam of 13.1 feet. For combat purposes, this high-speed landing craft can be equipped with various gun carriages, from a 12.7mm machine gun to a 40mm grenade launcher and more. And using an MBDU remote weapon station, the BK-16 can automatically track targets, thanks to the sighting device that can acquire targets at a distance of more than 2.5 kilometers. The BK-16 uses 2 engines that provide the boat with 1,560 horsepower, allowing it to cut through the water at speeds up to 42 knots. Crasher 1200. For this next amazing armored boat, we have the Crasher 1200, which was manufactured in the United Arab Emirates. The Crasher 1200 is a robust-looking boat that was designed to be agile, even in the harshest of weather conditions. This bulky vessel has a length of 41 feet, with a beam of 9.8 feet. There is room for a total of 14 people on board the Crasher 1200, including 2 crew members that operate the vessel. It was mainly designed with maritime security in mind, and as such has been outfitted with a large smoke grenade system. That being said, the Crasher 1200 also makes the perfect vessel for coastal or inland operations, and thanks to the three 400 horsepower engines on board that provide the boat with a combined 1200 horsepower, it can reach a maximum speed of 50 knots. For safety purposes, the Crasher is equipped with Stanag 1 level armor, making it very resilient in the time of need. X-18 Tank Boat. Up next, let's check out the X-18 tank boat. Also known as the Antecena-class combat boat, this floating tank was designed by Lamotion Marine and constructed by North Sea Boats for the Indonesian Armed Forces, measuring a total length of 61.5 feet with a beam of 24.6 feet. This beast still manages to reach speeds up to 50 knots while comfortably cruising at 40 knots. That's thanks to the two MTU V12 1700 horsepower engines that are on board the X-18 tank boat, which are paired with two MJP 550 water jets. The X-18 has room for 20 to 60 troops on board, depending on the other cargo on board, as the tank boat has been known to transport large drones, which are sure to take up a lot of space on board. Much like the word tank in the name describes, the X-18 is outfitted with various armaments, from a 30mm cannon to a Cockerill-Phaleric 105 gun-launched anti-tank guided missile system. As far as safety is concerned, this armored boat takes security to a whole new level, using a material in the hull that is believed to be up to 10 times stronger than standard steel and 10 times lighter. Orisa 15 Black Falcon II. Now let's take a look at the Orisa 15 Black Falcon II. This armored military boat was constructed in Spain and was designed for a large array of missions. Its high-speed capabilities make it the perfect boat for patrol missions, anti-piracy missions, support missions, private security missions, and more. The Orisa Black Falcon II measures a length of 49.9 feet and has a beam that measures 11.8 feet. It was designed with an outboard propulsion system, with the Falcon's main engines providing it with a total of 1200 horsepower, which allows it to travel at brisk speeds up to 60 knots. There's enough room for 10 people on board that can sit comfortably knowing they're protected by the Orisa's armored hull. Shaldag Mk2. Last but not least, we have the Shaldag Mk2. This is the upgraded version of the Shaldag class patrol boat with almost all the same features, except the Mk2 comes with Spike ER surface-to-surface missiles. The Shaldag Mk2 was built by Israeli Shipyards Limited upon request from the Israeli Navy to make a speedy boat that could keep Israeli waters safe from threats. The Mk2 measures a length of 81.3 feet with a beam of 19.6 feet. This patrol boat uses two MTU 12V 396TE engines paired with two Kamiwa water jets to cut through the water at a maximum speed of 50 knots. As mentioned, it was designed to keep Israeli waters safe from threats, and to do so, the Shaldag has been outfitted with various weapons. These include a Typhoon weather system, an Ehrlichman 20mm cannon, depth charges, and two half-inch general-purpose machine guns. And to man the artillery, the Shaldag Mk2 was designed to carry up to 15 crew members to ensure she was running smoothly. FPV-35M. First up, we have the FPV-35M, otherwise known as the 35-meter fast patrol vessel. As the name describes, this is a military patrol vessel that was designed to operate in a Sea State 6, which is pretty rough. The hull and superstructure of the FPV-35 were built out of an all-welded aluminum alloy, making it lightweight and resilient. The 35M measures a length of 115 feet with a beam of 23.9 feet and has room for 12 crew members. The patrol vessel is powered by three MTU 16V 2000M94 engines, as well as two 99-kilowatt generators, all of which are hooked up to a three-propeller system that allows the FPV to travel at a top speed of 40 knots. The boat comes outfitted with a series of armaments, from a Raytheon Griffin missile system to an Esalen 30mm gun system. It even comes with two Mk93 50 caliber gun mounts. Overall, the FPV-35 was designed for various operations, such as coastal defense, surface warfare, and even anti-terrorism or anti-piracy. USS Detroit. Up next, let's take a look at the USS Detroit. The Detroit is a Freedom-class littoral combat ship that was built by Marinette Marine in Wisconsin and has been commissioned by the United States Navy since 2016. The USS Detroit measures an impressive length of 378.3 feet and has a beam of 57.4 feet. But despite its massive size, the ship still manages to travel the seas at high speeds up to 40 knots. This is thanks to the onboard propulsion system, which consists of 2 Rolls-Royce MT-30 gas turbines, 2 Colt peel stick diesel engines, and 4 Rolls-Royce water jets. There is room for a total of 75 crew members, though most missions tend to only require 15 to 50 core crew. The USS Detroit also comes fitted with various high-tech weapon systems, including a BAE Systems Mk-110 57mm gun, an Mk-50 torpedo, and even RIM 116 rolling airframe missiles, making it the perfect military ship for almost any situation. 40 Defiant. Up next, we have the 40 Defiant, a military patrol boat that changed the meaning of the Defiant-class ship. While most Defiant-class patrol vessels maxed out at 25 knots, the 40 Defiant tops out at an impressive 40 knots, almost double the standard model. The 40 was designed and released by Metal Shark and is a monohull vessel that was selected by the U.S. Navy to replace up to 160 of their current patrol boats. The Defiant has an overall length of 43.9 feet with a beam of 11.9 feet. In order to surpass the standard Defiant-class vessels, the 40 Defiant is powered by 2 Cummins QSB diesel engines that are paired with twin-disc MG 5065 SC marine transmissions, which allow it to reach that 40-knot speed. This patrol vessel is configured with various armaments, including a total of 6 Mk-16 weapons foundations, along with an optically guided Mk-50 weapon system. USNS Apalachicola. Now for this next ship, we have the USNS Apalachicola. This fast transport vessel is a Spearhead-class expeditionary vessel that has been commissioned by the U.S. Navy for less than 2 months at the time of making this video. The Apalachicola was constructed by Austell USA in Mobile, Alabama, who designed the vessel to be autonomous. That's right, the USNS Apalachicola is considered to be a crew-optional vessel, and as it is being tested after launch, it even managed to complete a 30-day unmanned operation. That being said, there are accommodations for up to 40 crew members on board. The length of the Apalachicola measured to be 337.9 feet, with a beam of 93.5 feet. As mentioned, the USNS Apalachicola is a fast transport vessel, and that's thanks to its 4 MTU diesel engines. Combined with the 4 ZF 60,000 NR2H reduction gears, this massive ship can travel at speeds up to 43 knots. USS Freedom. Up next, we have the USS Freedom, the lead ship of the U.S. Navy's Freedom class of littoral combat ships. The Freedom was designed by the Lockheed Martin Corporation, which partnered with Marinette Marine Shipbuilding to construct it. Once she was complete, the USS Freedom measured a length of 387.6 feet with a beam of 57.7 feet. But despite the massive size, this warship can still cut through the water at high speeds. This is thanks to the 4 Rolls-Royce water jets that allow the Freedom to travel at speeds up to 47 knots. The USS Freedom was designed for various missions that mainly take place in shallow waters, from sweeping for mines to even some combat operations. This speedy warship was built to be able to hold its own against submarines and smaller combat vessels, and because of that, it has been outfitted with 4 50 caliber machine guns, a series of 21 surface-to-air missile cells, and more. Barracuda XSV-17. Up next, we have the Barracuda XSV-17, also known as Thunderchild. The XSV was built and designed by Safe Haven Marine in 2017 and measures an overall length of 55.8 feet and a beam of 13 feet. This impressive interceptor was designed to cut through choppy water at high speeds, with its official top speed calculated at 60 knots. And depending on the rate of travel, the Barracuda XSV-17 has a range between 350 and 700 nautical miles. On top of being built with speed in mind, the Barracuda was also designed for stealth purposes, with a transformable shape and a low radar cross-section for limited detectability in the water. There is room for a total of 16 personnel on board the XSV-17 with shock mitigating seating inside a fully enclosed cabin with climate control. WP-18 Interceptor. Alright, next up, let's take a look at the WP-18 Tactical Interceptor. This is a Special Forces interceptor that was built by Abu Dhabi Mar, a relatively new company in the shipbuilding industry. The WP-18 was built as an interceptor to be used by various Coast Guards and navies, and it boasts some impressive specs. The overall length of the WP-18 is 61 feet, and it has a beam that measures 11.5 feet. It comes equipped with 2 diesel engines that propel the interceptor using a surface drive system with 2 propellers attached to it. And thanks to that, the WP-18 boasts an impressive top speed that maxes out at over 65 knots. And at a cruising speed of 47 knots, this interceptor has a range of 400 nautical miles. The WP-18 was primarily designed to provide combat efficiency for a variety of mission types, from surface warfare to special operations. Triton G810. Up next, we have the Triton G810, an armored patrol vessel that was released by Strait Marine. It was designed for multi-purpose missions that require being out at sea for extended durations, as well as high-speed operations. The Triton G810 measures a length of 26.6 feet with a beam of 7.6 feet. The hull of the Triton is made out of a high-density polyethylene material, and the cabin of the patrol boat is armored for extra protection. The military vessel can be mostly customized and outfitted for specific operations, with various options including being outfitted with crew weapon systems or FLIR cameras and communication systems. On top of that, the roof of the crew cabin can be equipped with a 12.7mm machine gun for a bit of extra security. But no matter how the Triton is set up, the one guarantee is that it will be cutting through the water at speeds of up to 55 knots, thanks to the twin 250 horsepower engines. As far as accommodations are concerned, there is room for a total of 10 crew members aboard the Triton G810. M80 Stiletto. Last but not least, we have the M80 Stiletto, one of the few ships on the water that can accurately be compared to the Batmobile. The M80 Stiletto is a prototype for an American naval ship that was designed with highly advanced stealth technology and high-speed capabilities in mind. It's a pentamaran, meaning that it was designed with 5 hulls that were each constructed out of an advanced carbon fiber composite. The M80 Stiletto has an overall length of 88.6 feet with a beam of 40 feet, and as mentioned before, it was built with speed in mind. And thanks to its 4 C30 Caterpillar engines that produce a total of 6,600 horsepower, this military ship can travel at a maximum speed of 60 knots or more. A total of 12 passengers, specifically Navy SEALs, can fit on board the M80, and it has proved to be a solid design for fast and efficient operations in shallow water.
Jeg tror det er kaltiske blodet. Den som er underklasse nå, det er de som var kaltere før. Og den som er overklasse, det er så etterkommende til normannerne. Og så sakserne er sånn her... Det er egentlig tyskere.
But the problem is the gold mine is becoming out. Yeah.
But it doesn't move.
So far it's something that, but because it was the paint trap and the hydroblast was put together.
Oj, 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 oj. Oj, oj, oj. Der, ja. Ja da. Oi, 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 oi. Full kraft.
Sage. Så søt du òg, det. Hvor mange meter tar du den, da? Shit. Oi, Skyss fett opp. Den var stor.
Hydrolift P42 SAR. First on our list is the Hydrolift P42 SAR. Manufactured by Hydrolift, this rescue ship is a result of modern engineering. With a length of 12.6 meters and a beam of 3.9 meters, the P42 SAR is designed for high-speed operations, boasting a maximum speed range of over 45 knots. One of the standout features of this ship is its hull material, which is made from vacuum-infused vinyl ester and fiberglass sandwich composite. This ensures not just durability, but also provides the vessel with excellent stability in turbulent waters. When it comes to machinery, the Hydrolift P42 SAR is powered by two FTP N67 engines, each producing 500 to 570 horsepower. These engines are paired with two Rolls-Royce 25A3 water jets and a Sleipner SEP-150 bow thruster, ensuring the vessel is agile and easy to maneuver. It comes equipped with various search and rescue equipment, including salvage pumps, a hook capable of towing 2,400 kilograms, and a searchlight with 350 watts of power. The ship also features a personal watercraft, the Sea-Doo Spark, for quick and efficient rescue operations. Cape Cooper. Next on our list is the Cape Cooper, a member of the Cape-class motor lifeboats operated by the Canadian Coast Guard. Built by Textron Marine and Victoria shipyards, these vessels have been in service since 1997. The Cape Cooper has a length of 14.6 meters and a beam of 4.27 meters. It is powered by two Caterpillar 3196 diesel engines, each rated at 450 horsepower, giving the vessel a top speed of 25 knots and a cruising speed of 22 knots. The boat has a fuel capacity of 373 usable imperial gallons, allowing it to cover a range of 200 nautical miles. It can operate at wind speeds of up to 50 knots and can handle wave heights of 30 feet. The boat can also tow ships with up to 150 tons of displacement. For communication, it is equipped with Raytheon 152 HF SSB and Motorola Spectra 9000 VHF 50-watt radios, one of the more advanced electronic systems. In 2021, a contract was awarded to Ocean Pacific Marine to upgrade the Cape Cooper in its class over a 7-year period, ensuring that it will continue to be a reliable asset for the Canadian Coast Guard for years to come. Stella Nova. Moving on, we have the Stella Nova, a search and rescue vessel sailing under the flag of Sweden. With 14 by 4 meter dimensions, this vehicle is designed for quick and efficient rescue operations. Currently, it is stationed in the port of Landskrona and operates in the Kattegat zone. The Stella Nova is equipped with an engine that allows it to reach an average speed of 18.8 knots and a maximum speed of 25.2 knots. The vessel has a draft of 1.2 meters, making it suitable for operations in shallower waters as well. Weather conditions are no obstacle for the Stella Nova. It can withstand maximum wind speeds of up to 11 knots and operate in turbulent waters. The Stella Nova is a reliable asset in the Swedish rescue fleet. Its current position is regularly updated through AIS receivers, ensuring accurate tracking and efficient deployment for rescue missions. SAR 1906. Next on the list, we have the SAR 1906, a state-of-the-art search and rescue vessel developed by Damon Shipyards. With a length of 19.5 meters and a beam of 6.5 meters, this vessel is designed to operate in challenging conditions. The SAR 1906 can reach a maximum speed of 33 knots and has a range of up to 330 nautical miles. One of the standout features of the SAR 1906 is its self-righting design, which allows the vessel to recover within seconds after a capsize or even a 360-degree roll. The hull is constructed from aluminum, and the wheelhouse is made of composite materials. The vessel's design is based on Damon's Axbow technology, adapted specifically for rescue operations. These boats are operated by the Turkish Coast Guard to support refugee and migrant rescue operations. Interestingly, the SAR 1906 can carry up to 120 survivors, making it a valuable asset for large-scale rescue missions. The vessels are built at Damon's Turkish shipyard in Antalya, where the composite superstructures and aluminum hulls are fabricated. TCG Alemdar A582. Next we have the TCG Alemdar A582, an Alemdar-class submarine rescue mothership of the Turkish Navy. Ordered on October 28, 2011, and built by Istanbul Shipyard, the TCG Alemdar was commissioned on January 28, 2017. With a length of 91 meters and a beam of 18.5 meters, this vessel is a giant in the world of rescue ships. The TCG Alemdar has various thrusters, including two stern thrusters with 3,250 kilowatts each, and a retractable thruster with 1,400 kilowatts, giving it a top speed of 18 knots. It has an impressive range of 4,500 nautical miles at a cruising speed of 14 knots. But what truly sets the TCG Alamdar apart is its specialized capabilities. Designed to perform subsea and surface search and rescue missions under various sea conditions, its main task is to rescue submarines that cannot resurface on their own. The ship can provide life support to a stranded submarine crew at a maximum depth of 600 meters. It is also equipped with remotely operated underwater vehicles, or ROVs, and an atmospheric diving suits, or ADS, making it a crucial asset for the Turkish Navy's fleet of 14 diesel-electric submarines. CCGS Hudson. Next on our list is the CCGS Hudson, an oceanographic and hydrographic survey vessel that served the Canadian Coast Guard for nearly 6 decades. Launched in 1963 and decommissioned in 2022, this vessel pioneered in many ways. The Hudson was designed for endurance and versatility, with a length of 90.4 meters and a beam of 15.4 meters. The Hudson was powered by a diesel-electric system consisting of 4 Alco 251D diesel engines and 2 Caterpillar 398 generators, providing a total power output of 8,675 horsepower. This allowed the ship to reach a top speed of 17 knots. It had an impressive range of 23,100 nautical miles at a cruising speed of 10.5 knots, and could operate for up to 105 days without resupply. One of the Hudson's most notable achievements was its circumnavigation of both North and South America in 1970, a feat that had never been accomplished before. Over the years, the vessel participated in numerous scientific voyages and international programs, contributing significantly to our understanding of the world's oceans. Baltica. Continuing our journey through the world's safest rescue ships, let's explore the Baltica, a Russian icebreaker with a unique twist. Its asymmetric hull. Built by Arctec Helsinki Shipyard in Finland, this vessel was commissioned in 2014 and is operated by FGI Gozmor-Pozluzba, the Russian Marine Emergency Rescue Service. With a length of 76.4 meters and a beam of 20.5 meters, Baltica is designed to break through ice of up to 1 meter thick. What sets Baltica apart is its ability to operate not just forward and backward, but also obliquely, thanks to its innovative hull design. This allows the ship to open a wide channel in ice for larger merchant vessels. Powered by 3 Wärtsilä 9L26 engines, each providing 3,000 kilowatts, the ship can reach speeds of 14 knots in open water and 3 knots in ice-covered waters. It also has a range of 4,500 nautical miles and can operate for up to 20 days. Hermann Marweed. Moving on, we have the Hermann Marweed, one of the world's largest search and rescue cruisers, operated by the German Maritime Search and Rescue Service. Launched in 2003, this vessel has a length of 46 meters and a beam of 10.66 meters. It can reach speeds of up to 25 knots and has an endurance of 7 days, covering a range of 2,500 nautical miles. The Hermann Marweed was built in Bern-Motzen, Western Germany, with its hull constructed from aluminum in Poland. The ship is equipped with a rigid-hulled inflatable boat and is designed to be on patrol for 2,500 hours per year. Named after Hermann Marweed, a significant contributor to the brewery Beck & Company, the ship was financed with a significant contribution from 12 of Marweed's grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Spasitel Demidov. Next, we have the Spasitel Demidov, a part of the Russian multi-purpose salvage vessels fleet. Built by the Nevsky shipyard and commissioned in 2015, this vessel is designed to operate under challenging conditions. With a length of 73 meters and a maximum deadweight of approximately 1,171 tons, the Spasitel Demidov is an impressive presence on the high seas. The vessel has a sea endurance of 20 days. It is equipped with machinery to investigate the seabed and damaged objects lying at depths of up to 1,000 meters. It can also perform underwater diving operations to depths as low as 300 meters. One of its notable operational histories includes controlling a fire aboard 2 LNG carriers in the Sea of Azov in January 2019. Bezug. Coming last on our list, we have the Bezug, a multi-purpose salvage and rescue vessel commissioned into the Marine Rescue Service of the Russian Federal Agency. This vessel is the third in a series of project ships designed by the Marine Engineering Bureau. With a length of 79.85 meters and a beam of 16.8 meters, Bezug is built to operate in both open sea and shallower inland waterways. Bezug is powered by 2 2,610 kilowatt main engines that drive controllable pitch propellers, allowing it to cover an unfueled range of 4,000 nautical miles at a cruising speed of 14 knots. The vessel is equipped for many tasks, including towing, casualty evacuation, dive support, firefighting, and oil spill response. It can accommodate up to 150 people in emergencies and is equipped with a broad array of features for every conceivable mission, including a self-propelled daughter craft for SAR work. From the self-righting SAR 1906 to the ice-breaking capabilities of the Baltica, these are some of the safest and most advanced rescue ships in the world. If you found this video interesting and want to discover more, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Until next time, see you in the next video.